I went to the barber today, but I look like shit. Well, yes, I'm on my knee, not for any political reason, but I think that I'm in frame like this, but it's uncomfortable. Wait a moment. Well, there you go. Hi, this is WiZe. Welcome to my channel. Not the typical video I would do today. I decided to call this video WiZe Talk because I just want to talk with you. Audi unveiled a couple of weeks ago the S variant of the e-tron SUV and the e-tron Sportback. If you are new to the channel, you may know that I do like electric vehicle and I did own a Tesla for 7 months. Only 7 months I sold it and I come back to Audi. Why? While I loved so many things about the Tesla, I think that Tesla is years ahead of the competition in terms of battery management, of range, on user interface. Some things I really love is the user interface. Everything is done through the central 17-inch huge screen. Whether you like it or not, this is the future of how you command things into a car. If you are familiar with a smartphone, if you are familiar with a tablet, you shouldn't have any issues interacting with the huge screen of the Tesla Model S. The build quality is crap and I couldn't stand that build quality. And coming from Audi, I cannot keep up with the build quality. This is my key, my house key, and if I try to insert my key here between the bumper and the headlights, it doesn't work. There is no enough gap. But if I try to do this on the other side, I can enter my key here fully inside. So there is a huge panel gap, and you can see also here, if you compare the gap here with the gap you have on the other side, here I can almost enter my key in this way. I tested a couple of times the e-tron SUV and I was really impressed about the fact that even if it's not the perfect electric vehicle, it's an Audi, and I find myself being really well into the e-tron cabin, and the performance were enough, at least on the 55 version. A couple of weeks ago I spent 1 week with the 50 version and I did a video, you can check that down on my videos on my channel, and despite the fact that the range was a little bit too short, 300 horsepower only, but performances were okay. So full acceleration now. Very good, very good. Power is not an issue at all on the e-tron 50 SUV. But I wouldn't buy that one. I was waiting for the S version. Now that the e-tron S is official, I have to say that I do like it a lot, especially in the Sportback variant. The e-tron S is the first production car to come with 3 motors. 2 in the back and 1 in the front. I believe that they took the front motor of the 55 and they put 2 of them in the back, and they took the back electric motor of the 55 and they put it in the front. This brings a combined power of 500 horsepower and an astonishing 973 Newton meters of torque. That's just impressive, considering that this car is very heavy. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.5 seconds. I mean, by today's standards is not that impressive, but again, if you consider that we are talking about an SUV with a weight of more than 2.5 tons, it's just mind-blowing. So the question I'm asking on this video, and I would like you please to answer down on the comments, is Should I replace my Audi RS5 Sportback with an e-tron S Sportback? Before you answer, keep in mind again that I do like the electric vehicle experience. I love the instant torque. Recharging is not an issue for me because I can charge at home or at my home, so I would charge the car overnight and I don't have any issue with the small range that Audi communicated for the e-tron S. You also have to know that I don't necessarily do road trips with my car. When I have to drive for more than 5-6 hours, I prefer to take the plane and rent a car. So I really don't care about it. Now, I do know that the charging infrastructure is really not ideal yet. Tesla have superchargers everywhere, so this is not an issue. You can quickly charge your car. But when we talk about other manufacturers, even if we consider the Ionity supercharger infrastructure, it is not very well developed yet. But again, this shouldn't stop me for considering an electrical vehicle. You know that you have to allow 40 minutes of your time to supercharge your car somewhere on the road you are planning to go. Charging situation, it is really not an issue. Now, when we come to the look, I love my RS5 Sportback. It was a dream car for me and it is a dream come true. Now, why do you want to sell it then? First, because I'm crazy in my mind. That's the way I am. And then also because now the RS5, it's a kind of old Audi. Audi introduced already the facelift, and I have to say that the moment I decided to purchase my RS5, I knew that a facelift was coming. But I honestly thought that it was coming like now, in spring 2020 or maybe summer 2020. And I didn't know that 1 week after I took delivery, or 2 weeks after I took delivery of my RS5, Audi introduced the facelift version. I was like, part of me doesn't care, but the other part of me is not happy to have the previous version. And that's the way I am again. I love cars so much, I'm so passionate about cars and technology that I always want to have the latest and greatest. And at the moment, I have the greatest, but I don't have the latest. And when we talk about the e-tron Sportback, it has the current layout in terms of dashboard with the 3 screens, touch screen, the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and this is really what I like. I also have to consider the economy I'm doing. Okay, the car costs a lot of money. At the moment I'm shooting this video, today is Tuesday, the 14th of July, we still don't know the price tag here in Switzerland. So, should the e-tron S be on the same level of my RS5, then I can really considering swapping my RS5 with the e-tron S. If it's too expensive, then probably I just will have to forget about it. But the price tag of the car is one thing, but then the economy you are doing when you drive an electric car is another thing that comes into the balance. You have to know that recharging your electric car at home costs really not a lot. Here in Switzerland, with the price I have for electricity, when I was charging my Tesla at home, I would pay something like 15 to 17 Swiss franc for the night charge, and then I would have 440 kilometers of range every morning. So this is way less than refueling a car. Also, insurance is a bit lower, at least the company I am with, and also the taxes you pay for electric vehicle are way lower than what I'm paying now for my RS5. So all in all, if we don't consider the price of the car, it's more interesting for me when we talk about money to own an electric car, even if it's an Audi, than to own the RS5. So I'm waiting to know exactly the price tag of the car, I'm waiting to see the option, I'm waiting for being able to configure the car on the Audi website to understand if the e-tron S could be a valid replacement for my RS5. What do you think? Would you swap an RS5 for an e-tron S? If yes, why? If not, why? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know also if you like this kind of WiZe talks, if you want me to do more videos like this where I just interact, no, not maybe interact, but I'm just talking with you without specifically driving a car or test driving a car. If you do like this kind of format, I can do more of them here in my room, in my man cave. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Also, please follow me on Instagram if you want to know the latest and greatest news about this guy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.